Good morning, and thank you for watching ABC 7. It's a look at your local weather forecast in just a minute, but until then, these are your top morning headlines.
Right now, Randall County authorities are working a Canyon ISD bus accident near Sundown Lane and FM 1541.
And the Moore County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this man, 26-year-old Enrique Lara. He is wanted on a charge of possession of a controlled substance. As for what's happening outside, Alyssa Pollock has the answers for you. Good morning, Alyssa.
Like they're flipping pancakes.
The spatula.
Hi, I'm Darra Cherie.
And I'm Anthony Slaughter.
And today we will be highlighting a local entrepreneur.
That's right, Ranch John Styles and Barbering, located here in the Benton Park neighborhood on Jefferson in South St. Louis.
Let's check it out.
Installing a camera on your porch, something you would think would deter thieves.
Even people that are at home have had packages stolen and seen the package being taken off of their porch.
Which is what happened in this video. The woman runs out and tells the thief that there is only cleaning supplies in the box.
Hey, give me my packages back. You know, it's cleaning supplies.
But the thief continues to take off. APD Corporal Jeb Hilton says the law does allow you to detain someone who is stealing from your property. However,
it's not always the smartest thing to do. We don't know what that person has, what kind of weapons they may have on them. We don't know what they're willing to do to get away from you.
Paul McAnally with Allstate Security tells me most of those thieves live in your neighborhood.
They happen to be driving down a road, they see a box or a selection of boxes on a porch that are open to show from the road. So when they can be seen, sometimes for some people that's too much of an opportunity and they take it.
I'm not taking it. If that's what you're getting to, I'm not going to take it.
COVID-19 survivor James Ross, a St. Louis native, says he will not take the new coronavirus vaccine that arrived in St. Louis on December 14th.
I don't want to be a guinea pig and find out 6 months from now that I only got 6 months to live.
The Federal Food and Drug Administration approved the COVID-19 vaccine produced by Pfizer and BioNTech the first week of December, with more than 51,000 vaccinations earmarked for frontline healthcare workers in St. Louis, according to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. While Ross, a musician and videographer, spent days in the hospital fighting for his life 9 months ago because of COVID, he still says he will not take the vaccine when given the chance.
The reason is there's not been enough research for me. You know what I'm saying? There's not any long-term research where you can say a year from now, what's going to happen.
But Maine Dartmouth residency program Dr. Anita Wana disagrees and believes enough research has been done.
That's not true. All the phases of the clinical trials were met. No one is giving you a substandard vaccine.
Dr. Wana has treated dozens of coronavirus patients. She received the vaccination on December 16th and says she did not experience any discomfort the first day, but the second day was a little different.
I started to feel some muscle aches just around the area where I took the vaccine. And some bit of fatigue.
The third day, she says things were back to normal. Why did you feel it was important to take the vaccine?
Figured that it's better to get a vaccine that has 95% efficacy than to get COVID virus from one of my patients.
Were you afraid?
No, because I have been following the trends and I have been in contact with people who had COVID-19. I have treated patients who had COVID-19. I have watched patients die from complications of COVID-19. So I had been looking forward to receiving the vaccine.
A study conducted by Pew Research in December found that 42% of Black adults said they would get a coronavirus vaccine when asked, compared to 58% who said they would not. Dr. Wana says she understands why many African Americans are less inclined to take the vaccine.
We understand why a lot of people do not trust the public health system in this country. And yes, we know about the syphilis human research experiment. So we understand those are valid, but we're just saying that the Black physicians in America are trying to be the eyes and the ears of people that look like us in the medical world. And we would not encourage you to take a vaccine if we didn't think it was safe.
Dr. Wana also advises that those who have already had COVID-19 still get the vaccine.
Getting a natural infection does not quite confer immunity to the virus. Because we've had people who had the virus and recovered from it and got infected again. So, yes.
This explanation was not enough for Ross, who says he still needs more time.
I just want to make sure I don't do something that's going to be detrimental to me down the road, because I don't know and they don't know. So I think that's all I'm saying. And please, y'all, don't jump down my throat. I'm just a worker guy, but that's just my opinion.
Reporting from Houston, Texas, DarraCunningham for Atlanta Black Star.
They're calling it the Safe to Save app, a way to help stop distracted driving.
People can download it in English or Spanish, and they get rewarded for not touching their phone when they're in motion.
And those rewards can lead to saving your life and points towards free food. According to drivingtest.org, 58% of teen crashes involve distracted driving. But with 223,000 users, Safe to Save app founder Marcy Corey tells me the app is already showing positive results.
When they analyzed the Fort Bend area, all throughout Fort Bend, and analyzed all these different intersections that were close to high schools as well, they saw a reduction in how many teens and high school students were driving distracted from before Safe to Save came into the community until after.
Fort Bend County Sheriff Troy Nell says it's also important for adults to join the movement.
I think today we really need to start focusing on adults as well, because I mean, there's not an intersection I can't go through in Fort Bend County, you know, during the week where I'm not having to toot my horn because there's someone in front of me at either a green light or a turn light that you have to get their attention to move forward.
So here's how it works.
Is you're going to put a picture of people you love on the first screen, and it's going to say, is it really worth it?
But if you pick up the phone while driving, you will not receive points. It's a way to prevent distracted driving, and TxDOT along with Sheriff Nels are in full support of the movement.
It's the start of something, you know. Again, this stuff isn't going to just happen overnight. I think it's just public awareness and letting the public know that there are some incentives out there for you.
People all over the world are pulling up to local stores or gas stations in hopes of picking up that $1 billion Mega Millions ticket.
That's a lot of dough, yo. That's a lot of money.
This is the second largest lottery prize in U.S. history, so people who don't usually play are taking their chances today.
I know there's a little bit of a chance, but I'm going to take my chances.
Can't win if you don't play.
So we took to the streets to see how people would spend this money.
Oh, maybe plan a wedding.
Are you engaged?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Some plan to spend the money on cars.
I'd buy a Ferrari.
Buy a 69 Charger RT with supercharged 440 Hemi.
Pay for school.
First, I pay for my kids' college tuition and
Probably finish school, go to college.
And others would like to help the community.
That's what I would want to do, is help people. Our homeless people, our animals here in Amarillo need help.
But these are just a few things. What about the rest of the money?
probably blow the rest just and have a great old time.
Now, the fair will still continue from September 14th to the 22nd.